Welcome to Huninvest VT. Today, we explore the fascinating psychology behind why we purchase things we do not actually need. Have you ever bought something online, felt excited waiting for it, but felt absolutely nothing once you actually opened the box? This phenomenon is not an accident. It is a carefully engineered cycle designed by corporations to manipulate your brain's natural chemistry. We are going to uncover the science of spending, from dopamine spikes to the hidden marketing tricks that empty your wallet. Let us start with the most powerful chemical in this process. It's called dopamine, but it's not what you think. Most people believe dopamine is about pleasure. However, neuroscience tells us that dopamine is actually the molecule of craving and anticipation. Your brain releases the most dopamine when you are waiting for the reward, not when you finally receive the item itself. This is the thrill of the hunt. Evolution programmed us to seek resources, but modern shopping hijacks this ancient survival mechanism. Once the item is yours, the dopamine levels drop instantly. This is why the joy of shopping is always so temporary. This rapid drop leaves you feeling empty, prompting you to start the search again to chase that fleeting chemical high. Now let us talk about the pain of paying. Spending money actually activates the same brain regions as physical pain. When you pay with cash, you feel this pain vividly. You physically see your wealth decreasing, which acts as a brake. Credit cards and digital wallets are designed to numb this pain. They separate the joy of buying from the pain of paying. By delaying the payment until the end of the month, your brain does not register the loss at the moment of purchase. Buy now, pay later schemes take this further. They break the price into small pieces, making expensive items seem incredibly cheap. Companies remove friction intentionally. One-click ordering is a trap designed to bypass your logical brain and appeal to your impulses. Research shows that people spend significantly more when using cards compared to cash because the psychological pain is effectively removed. Now let's examine the pricing tricks. Have you noticed that almost every price ends in the number 9 or 99? This is the left digit effect. Our brains read from left to right, so we perceive $9.99 as 9, not 10. Studies have shown that items priced at $39 actually outsell the exact same items priced at $34. Then there's the power of the word free. It's the most dangerous word in the world of marketing psychology. We often spend $20 on things we do not need just to save $5 on a shipping fee. When something is free, we forget to calculate the value. We act irrationally because the zero price eliminates the risk. Scarcity is another weapon. Countdowns and limited stock warnings trigger a primal fear of missing out, known as FOMO. Websites tell you that only 2 items are left in stock. Often this is just a code, not reality. They create artificial urgency to force you to make a decision quickly, bypassing your logical analysis and critical thinking skills. When we feel time pressure, our IQ effectively drops. We focus on beating the clock rather than evaluating the purchase. Social media has accelerated this process. Platforms like TikTok Shop have turned entertainment directly into a seamless shopping experience. Influencers act as trusted friends. When they recommend a product, your guard is down because it feels like advice, not advertising. Algorithms know your weaknesses better than you do. They show you exactly what you want, exactly when you are vulnerable. We often shop not because we need things, but to cope with boredom, anxiety, or sadness. It's retail therapy. But this therapy is expensive. We're trading our long-term financial freedom for a short-term dopamine hit that fades quickly. Let us discuss anchoring. Stores show you a high original price to make the sale price look like a great deal. You didn't save $50, you spent $50. The original price was just an anchor to manipulate your perception. Car dealerships are masters of this. They focus you on the monthly payment, hiding the massive total cost of the vehicle. Diderot effect explains how buying one new item creates a spiral of consumption, leading us to replace everything we own. A new possession can make your current belongings feel inadequate, trapping you in an endless cycle of upgrading your lifestyle. This lifestyle creep ensures that even as you earn more money, you never actually build wealth or achieve financial security. Now consider the opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend on unnecessary items is a dollar that cannot grow for you. Let's do the math. Imagine you spend $20 a day on things like coffee, snacks, or random impulse buys. Over a month, that's $600. Over a year, it's over $7,000 disappearing from your future. If you invested that $20 daily into the S&P 500 with an average return, the result is truly shocking. After 40 years, you'd have nearly $1.9 million. That's the true price of your daily habits. You're not just spending $20, you're stealing nearly $2 million from your future self and your retirement. Ask yourself, will you even remember the random items you bought today in 5 years? Probably not, but the money matters. So how do we fight back? The first step is to remove the triggers. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. If you don't see the sale, you won't feel the urge to buy the item. Implement the 24-hour rule. If you want something, wait one full day. Usually, the dopamine craving will fade away completely. For expensive items, wait 30 days. This separates impulse from necessity and allows your logical brain to regain control. Try using cash for daily spending. Reintroduce the pain of paying to make yourself more conscious of every dollar leaving your pocket. Calculate the cost in hours of life. If you earn $20 an hour, is that gadget worth 10 hours? When you view purchases as trading your life energy, you naturally become more selective about what's truly worth buying. Practice gratitude. Marketing works by making you feel incomplete. Gratitude reminds you that you already have enough to be happy. True happiness comes from experiences and relationships, not from accumulating plastic objects that eventually end up in the landfill. Declutter your space. Seeing how much waste you have already accumulated is a powerful reminder to stop bringing in more. Financial freedom buys you peace of mind. No luxury product can ever compare to the feeling of being debt-free. Understand that you are enough. You don't need a brand logo to define your worth or your status in society. The most valuable things in life are free. Love, health, and purpose cannot be bought on Amazon or TikTok Shop. Automate your savings. Pay yourself first before you have the chance to spend that money on things you don't need. Create barriers to spending. Don't save your credit card info on browsers. Make it hard to spend money impulsively. Find new hobbies. Replace the dopamine hit of shopping with the dopamine of exercise, learning, or creating something new. Creation brings lasting satisfaction. Consumption only brings momentary relief. Shift your mindset from being a consumer to being a creator. Minimalism is not about having nothing. It's about making room for what's important by removing what's distracting. When you own less stuff, you have less to clean, less to organize, and less to worry about losing. Be intentional. Before every purchase, ask yourself, is this a want or a need? Will this improve my life? Consider the environment. Overconsumption is destroying our planet. Buying less is the most eco-friendly action you can take today. Repair before you replace. We have lost the art of fixing things, preferring the convenience of buying something brand new. Community sharing is powerful. Borrow tools from neighbors or swap clothes with friends instead of buying things you rarely use. Watching your savings grow can become just as addictive as spending, with a much better outcome for your life. Set clear goals. When you know what you're saving for, it's easier to say no to small temptations. Every time you resist an impulse buy, you're voting for your future self and your long-term financial freedom. Education is your best defense. The more you understand these psychological tricks, the less effective they will be on you. You can reclaim your power. You're not just a consumer in an economy, you're the master of your life. Share this knowledge. Help your friends and family break free from the cycle of consumerism and build wealth together. Surround yourself with people who value financial health over material status. Your environment shapes your habits more than you think. Change is possible. It starts with awareness, continues with discipline, and results in a life of freedom and abundance. The key to wealth is not just earning more, it's about keeping more of what you earn and investing it. Teach the next generation. We must break the cycle of consumerism so our children can live freer, happier lives. Imagine a world where we value people over products. That world starts with the choices you make in your wallet. Disconnect to reconnect. Step away from the digital marketplace and find joy in the real world that costs nothing.